In this video, we'll be ranking the top 5 best and worst premium plants in Plants vs. Zombies 2. I've done this in the past with 2 separate videos that are now very outdated due to the fact that they're not very well put together, and my opinions on this topic have changed quite a bit, so I thought there was no better time than now to remake these videos as one video. Just a quick couple of things before we start. This video only covers money premium plants. If you want to see my list on gem, premiums, or gamium, I've made one to so go look at the link in the description for that video. And also, although some premium plants are super good there, still not worth buying. 5 USD is a lot of money to be spending on fictional plants in a free-to-play kids game when there's already a bunch of overpowered plants you can use, like Primal Potato Mine, for free from the adventure mode. So yeah, don't go buying a plant just 'cause I say it's good unless you've got and rotate levels of cash. I would advise against buying any of these plants. And before you say in the comments, well, actually, you can just hack the game to get every plant for free, I know already, so you can't let go of your keyboard. Now, one last quick disclaimer: we will be ranking plants based on their abilities at level 1 and their usefulness in the adventure mode in particular. With that being said, let's begin. Which Hazel is a 200 sun cost lawn of Doom exclusive plant that transforms a zombie into a pea room within her lane or an adjacent lane. Every 17 seconds her plant food ability transforms a zombie into a Toadstool lane. Upgraded to higher levels, she can transform zombies into stronger plants, such as Funkshroom. However, as I mentioned earlier, we'll just be looking at level 1, which Hazel is a solid plant, but she's missing perhaps the most important factor of any good attacking plant in Plants vs. Zombies to crowd control. This game likes to throw massive amounts of zombies at you, making plants like which Hazel quickly overwhelmed, since they can only target one zombie at a time before needing to recharge. This is the same reason why plants with high splash damage such as Wintermelon and Duskloba are so powerful, which Hazel also takes quite a long time between transformations, which exacerbates this issue. One redeeming factor is that she prioritizes wizard zombies. If she prioritized a more broad range of special zombies like the Chomper example, this would be a more notable ability, but since you're only prioritizes wizard, this is more niche than useful. I actually featured Snoopy in my worst premium plants video last time, but this time around I appreciated the newfound power of this plant. Snoopy is a 150 sun cost pea shooter that chills zombies that are hit by its peas, just like the first plants of a zombie's minus 25 sun. However, in 2021 it actually got buffed so that the chilling effect splashes the zombies in the same tile as the targeted zombie and has a 5% chance of shooting a frozen pea that not only chills but freezes the zombies in the tile of impact completely, immobilizing them like an iceberg. Lettuce does. I'm not sure if I even used Snoopy since it got buffed in my last video, which explains my less than favorable take on the plant. You guys told me in the comments about how good Snoopy was, and you were definitely right on that one. The same reason why which Hazel is bad also explains why Snow is good. Crowd control. Snow's chilling effect was nearly unnoticeable before it got buffed because it could only slow one zombie at a time. However, with its added splash and 5% chance to basically shoot an iceberg, lettuce Snow is great at crowd control and stalling, making it a force to be reckoned with. What holds it back from being higher on the list is that it still damages the zombies one by one, and its damage was not buffed in any way, only its stalling abilities. If its damage were buffed too, Snowy would definitely be an overpowered plan. Sorry for doing you dirty. In the older video, Snoopy escape route is a 50 sun cost plant that takes 10 seconds to arm before being ready to transform into either a cherry bomb, potato mine, grape shot, or primal potato mine upon zombie contact. If you tap the escape route row and then tap another plant, the escape route will also switch spots with that plant. Despite being a unique and cool enough concept in practice, escape route is way too gimmicky to be useful most of the time. I don't think I've ever had a situation where I've been like, damn, I wish I could use an escape route to move this plant. Most of the time it's more optimal to just plant a new plant, not to mention the fact that the levels with minecarts make this gimmick completely useless since you can move them anywhere. His lengthy 20-second recharge doesn't exactly help his case either. His whole transforming into an explosive plant ability is also ring on RNG. 50% of the time he'll transform into a potato mine, which is literally a waste of half the sun you spent on him in the first place. And the other probabilities are 15% for a cherry bomb and 25% for a primal potato mine, which basically just means 40% for a cherry bomb, since their explosions are the same, as well as a 10% chance for a grape shot. These provide good value for the escape routes cost, but it still doesn't make up for the fact that it's far more reliable too. Just bring a grape shot, cherry bomb, or primal potato mine in the level to begin with. The Imitator is a plant that essentially duplicates the plant that you picked in the previous seed slot. For any level, this means that its usefulness is based on what plant you're imitating. If you imitate a pea shooter, for example, it won't really be all that useful, but if you imitate a powerful plant that has a long recharge, such as Call Power, you're essentially halving the recharge time of the plant, meaning you can save a lot of time and use it a lot more often. Imitator ability is unique unlike any other plant in the game, adding to its value and protecting it from the power creep of newer plants that could otherwise make it obsolete. Since Imitator utility is up to the player, its effectiveness can vary, obviously if you choose to imitate. Garlic-like pea shooter, you won't get much value from it, but on the other hand, some of the most broken combos involved. Imitator, like I said, Kali Power, and also Gold Bloom Imitator, which lets you start off the level with an insane amount of sun assuming the player uses the Imitator to its full potential. You can't really go wrong with this plan, and it can be a great use of a seed law form. That reason Imitator takes the 4th spot. Electric Blueberry is a 150 sun cost plant that summons the Thundercloud every 12 seconds insta, killing a zombie anywhere on the lawn. Based on a set of probabilities, it has a 55% chance to target a regular zombie, 40% chance to target a special zombie, and 5% to target a Garganta. This is a very RNG-based plant, and 9 times out of 10 it will target a zombie you don't want it to, or it'll target a zombie at the opposite end of the lawn when a zombie is right in front of your house. I think the fact that it can insta-kill a Gargantua makes people overrate this plant just a slight bit. This plant, very similar to the Witch Hazel, having a 50 lower sunk cost and 7 seconds shorter recharge time, but a 15-sec longer seed reload, and doesn't leave a palm after defeating zombies. It's also worth mentioning the Witch Hazel takes 3 shots to defeat a Garanto. Unlike Electric Blueberry is 1 shot regardless. It still feels like a worse Witch Hazel, suffering from all of which Hazel's weaknesses, including a lack of crowd control and a slow fire rate. For that reason, Electric Blueberry is higher on the worst plants list. Grape Shot is a 150 sun cost plant that explodes and deal massive damage in a 3x3 area after releasing grapes that bounce around a lawn, dealing some additional damage to zombies outside its blast radius. Yes, it's just a Cherry Bomb bit better. Similar to Cherry Bomb, it takes 2 Grape Shots to defeat a Garanto, but a single Grape Shot will do the job for most other zombies. Cherry Bomb is also already a super strong plant, and Grape Shot is by default an even stronger plant, making it basically overpowered. It does everything really IT crowd controls weaker zombies. It destroys tanky zombies in an instant its grapes can pick off smaller zombies scattered around a lawn. There's just no reason for Popcat to make an even better Cherry Bomb. Well, apart from money, of course, they could have at least made it cost more sun, so Cherry Bomb had something going for it. But no, this is literally just a direct upgrade with no strings attached. It's almost too good to be true. There's not really much else to say about Grape Shot. It's just a Cherry Bomb with great shrapnel, and for that reason Grape Shot deserves its number 3 spot on this list. Okay, put down your pitchforks for a second, hear me out. Yes, I don't like Chomper, but for the same reason as Snowy, I might have been a little too hard on him in the last worst premiums video. That doesn't mean me and Cho are on good terms, far from it. Actually, it just means that there's a plan I hate even more, which you'll soon find out. But anyway, grudge aside, let's dive into the world of Chomper. Chomper is a 150 Suncross plant that bites zombies insta, killing them before needing to take recharge time to chew and swallow them. It can eat 2 zombies before to take this recharge time. However, it wasn't always like this in the same updated Snow Pay. Chomper was buffed so it could eat 2 zombies before recharging rather than 1 zombie, so yeah, that basically doubled its usefulness, which regrettably is enough for me to move it up 1 place. My main complaint with Chomper is that it's so vulnerable after the first cycle of zombie eating that you might as well dig it back up instead of waiting for business days for its mouth to open. Again, yes, you can place walls in front of it to protect it while it's chewing, but at that point, is it really worth it for a plant to choose to zombies at a time? I mean, you might as well use all that lawn space for better plants on top of this. Chomper can't even swallow some of the biggest threats in the game, most notably Gargantuas and Mechs, as I said multiple times in this video. Crowd control is essential in Plants vs. Zombies too, and can single-handedly determine the fate of an attacking plant. Chomper is probably one of the worst attackers in the game when it comes to pro control, so sorry not sorry Chompy. You're still among the worst premiums in the game. Cold Snapdragon is a 150 sun cost attacker that breathes Frosty Mist in a 2x3 area in front of it, which both deals damage and slow zombie. Yes, this is a direct upgrade to Snapdragon, which is also why it's so good. Much like Grape Shot, this is an absolute complete no small text, no terms and conditions superior plant to its successor. Also, like Grape Shot, Popcat didn't even bother increasing its sun cost. No, it's just an exact copy-paste of Snapdragon, but now chill zombies when you take the chilling effect of the already powerful Snow Pea and Wintermelon and combine it with the already powerful splash damage of Snapdragon. You get one of the most broken plants in the game. Cold Snap Dragon's chilling effect and splash damage go together like bread and butter, since loose zombies have to trudge through the Cold Snapdragon's damage area even longer, something you couldn't even do with the original Snapdragon, since its fire damage instantly defrosted chilled zombies. Cold Snap Dragon is basically a counter to Plants vs. Zombies 2 as a whole because it both slows down zombies and has great crowd control, negating the fast pace and high zombie counts of the game using. This plant often feels like cheating iron. Not even joking, it's that good though. Opposite can be said about the next plant, though Toadstool is a 200 cross plant that shoots its tongue at a zombie within 2 1/2 tiles in front of it. I never really found this extra range too be very useful. I mean, it's cool enough, I guess, but why much like Chomper she needs to chew the zombie before being able to attack it again. However, Toadstool's chew speed is up to 30 seconds, nearly double. That of Chomp is 17 seconds, however, to make up for this, Toadstool gives you 50 sun after swallowing the zombie. I find this sun benefit to not be worth the extra sun cost and awful chew time of the plant compared to Chomper, who it's meant to be an upgrade too, but the most downright confusing part of this plant is the fact that when they buffed Chomper, essentially doubling its power pop cap, just looked over at Toadstool and said no. Yes, the planter was meant to be Champa's stronger counterpart, didn't even get the buff that Chomper got. Like, come on. You're charging $8 for this thing and you're not even going to buff it when its counterpart got buffed and it desperately needs a buff itself. So let me recap. Toadstool is basically a Chomper that takes twice as long to chew zombies, eats half as many zombies before needing to chew and cost more sun, all for a couple of extra tiles of range and a measly 50 Sunday reward after swallowing zombies in a game where sun production is so rapid and easy to establish. 50 sun is nothing, you might ask. Well, just be planting a sunflower and a Chomper in front of it and you'll be doing way more damage to the zombies and getting the same amount of sun anyway. Toadstool is by far the worst premium plant in this game. It's rare for me to say that Chomper is a better alternative to a plant, but Toadstool is that bad that it's a downgrade to the Chomper. The Toadstool's chew time to that of the Chompers and increased its zombie eating count to 2, then you can make the case that it's better than the Chomper. Still bad and unnecessary, but an upgrade to the Chomper nonetheless. But as it is, man, this plant's in serious need of a rework anyway. Let's move on so I can get over how bad Toadstool is. Next up is the best plant on the list, Gold Bloom is in my opinion the best money premium plant in Plants vs. Zombies 2. Gold Bloom is a free instant plant that gives you 375 sun and has a slow recharge, but is automatically charged at the start of each level. Yes, literally. Free 375 sun at the start of the level. This plant is so stupid. Like the electric current and allow this plant used to be unlocked through an epic quest where you had to rescue it by beating the levels upon which you unlock it. This is personally how I unlocks the plant, and while getting this thing for free felt like cheating, but sadly now it costs money, which is why it's even on the list in the first place. Gold Bloom basically advances your progression through any level by at least 15 seconds, since it lets you skip the sunflower building stage and just start off with a bunch of sun to do whatever you want. That's a column and a half of sunflowers from 400 sun or 2 cold snapdragons or 7 primal potato mines. Can you see why this thing is up? I usually don't like to factor in synergies with separate plants when individually ranking them, but Gold Bloom synergy with Imitator is the good not to mention, since Gold Bloom is one of the best plants in the whole game and has a slow recharge. A prime example of a good plant to imitate Imitator. Effectively doubles the sun. Gold Bloom gives basically meaning Gold Bloom gives 700 sun. That's enough sun to start off with a whole column of sun producers and attackers before a zombie even steps foot on your lawn, or 14 primal potato mines. I think it goes without saying that this plan is among the best in the game, and after you buy it, there's basically no reason not to bring it into every single level you play. It really does make the game feel like it's on easy mode when you pick Gold Bloom. So that's the end of the list. Let me know your opinions in the comments, whether you agree or disagree, or feedback. Discussion is welcome. Just remember, these are just my opinions. It's not like I'm committing a federal crime for not having the same opinion as you. So yeah, see you in the next